That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room. They're in no mood to let this game get away from them on their home floor. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Paul George.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Running the wings, it's Oubre and George. Edwards is out there with Embiid, and it's Maxey in at the 1 spot. And for the Nets, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Russell is out there with Johnson, and it's Williams at the 3 spot. Greg, we know that both these teams have had a difficult stretch recently and are hoping to turn things around in this one.
Yeah, it's a new opportunity. And Kevin, I expect each side to be hungry and motivated to get this win. And if not, the struggles will continue.
Now here's Williams, just 5 to shoot. Shoots it up. Excellent D there from George. Oubre outside. Back to George. George double teamed. Oubre outside. Here's Maxey. Off target from 3-point range. Johnson in the corner. Back to Williams. Johnson outside. Nets passing it around. Russell against Maxey. Beyond the arc. And D'Angelo Russell with the 3.
You know, you look at Russell and the green light is always on from there for him. And he shoots it with confidence.
Outside, George. Oubre, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Johnson, the pass to Russell. Over Maxey. Russell, no good. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Russell drops it in from 14 feet away. Russell's got 5.
Guys, that was really nice work mixing in this shot. When Russell is squared up and shooting with confidence, which is most of the time, he can bury it.
Steps back. And George kicks to Embiid. Over Claxton. Embiid, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
On the wing, Johnson. Floats one. Williams can't hit.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop.
Pass to Embiid. Puts it up from 7. Good.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Wilson, he's checked in for the Nets. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Take a look at the 76ers. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason. And, of course, there's the Nets, a game behind.
And for Philadelphia, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
And, you know, any fixes they've tried during the season have only compounded their problems.
Outside, Russell. Over Maxey. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. And they ended up winning it going away.
The 76ers shooting their first foul shot of the night. And the 76ers making a change here. Yabusele's checked in. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Inside. And Claxton throws it down.
I can't emphasize enough what reading is all about. That's seeing the game in front of you, another way to put it. Russell making a great choice for the assist there.
Now here's Edwards. And here's George for three.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Outside, Maxey. Back to Oubre. Outside, Edwards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Nick Claxton.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Kelly Oubre, and it's Butler in for Paul George. Second free throw, no good. Nets trail by 4. Down low. Pass to Russell. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to Toronto. Here's Maxey. Rebound, Brooklyn. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going, and you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shoot two.
First free throw is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The 76ers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Grimes. The 76ers with another miss.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on it.
Here's Beekman. And here is Williams. Wilson up top. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And it's Sharp missing. Here's Yabusele. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. 76ers lead by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the 76ers?
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, we've got Yabusele. He's out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Okiki in at the small forward position. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now here's Williams. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers leading by 5. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they got to bring the double team on.
And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
Now here is Martin. Outside Wilson. Outside for Martin. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. So a moment now to see the story for Joel Embiid.
And he's gotten very shaky at the foul line in the last 5 games. Compared to his numbers through the rest of the season, I know he's frustrated and he'll be desperate to get it turned around here tonight.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Lowry comes in for Butler. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Gordon dishes to Embiid. Embiid powers it down.
Dropping the hammer. That's why Embiid looks to get deep inside position.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. With a break in the action, let's see which teams have come away with the most steals in the NBA this season. Fourth, the 76ers.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Nets trail by 10. Pass to Williams. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 6 to shoot. Martin kicks to Williams. Good on the three-point shot.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
The 76ers leading by 7. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Here's Yabusele. And the dunk by Embiid.
And the slashing Embiid is impossible to match up with. Terrific at cutting off the ball after the screen.
Martin the pass to Williams. Martin with the screen for Williams. A three-pointer, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Now here is Martin. Following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Shoots the three. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Williams.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Outside Lowry. Embiid inside. Defended by Sharp. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. And then on Saturday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets.
And you know for that matchup with New York, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up about 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Now, here's Oubre. That's gaming at 12. Outside, Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts one up from 19. Brooklyn with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. They've led by as many as 11 points. Oubre, a screen on Russell. Here's Maxey. It's good from long range. And the 76ers lead by 11.
When Maxey has the ball, you got to keep him from getting downhill, or he's just going to take those points.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. To the middle. Out to Edwards. It's Drummond, high post. Pass to Oubre. And a miss there on the triple. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Johnson drops them both. 46 seconds left in the first half. Maxey passes to Drummond. Kicks it out to Maxey. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Nets trail by 9. We've got 28 seconds left here in the second. Here's Johnson. And it's sent back by Drummond.
How about that swat by Drummond, using all of his height and bounce to deny the offense there.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Al Russell to the paint. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And so it's Philadelphia bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Their bench has impressed. You get a jolt of energy, all that offense. This is a well-rounded roster.
Yeah, team chemistry, a big point of emphasis for this organization. And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
A look here now at the 76ers. They're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
The 76ers leading by 7. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Johnson is out there with Russell. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. It's good. Johnson's got the first field goal of the second half for Brooklyn. The 76ers shooting here about 46% for the game. And George kicks to Maxey. Sweet little floater. Maxey's got 5 points so far.
That's why you give Maxey freedom to do his thing, because he's terrific at creating for himself.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. When these players get to the free throw line, it's nearly automatic. The 2K leaderboards show us this month's free throw shooting percentage leaders. Fifth on the list, Tyrese Maxey.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
Johnson kicks to Russell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 9.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. And the first one drops.
Paul George, one of the most versatile and dynamic players in the league. I mean, he does a lot for his team offensively and defensively, which I think frees up the other guys to do their thing.
And George drops them both. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Johnson outside. Pass to Russell. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Russell's got 11 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And it's Williams throwing it down.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
Russell against Maxey. Inside and stolen by Sharp. Pass to Johnson. Bounce pass from Sharp. Russell a screen on George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
That's good from Williams. Quentin Grimes is checked in for George. And so he hits both. Philadelphia leading by 3. Oubre outside. Back to Maxey. Rebound by Williams.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Russell. Takes it inside. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Johnson finds Russell. The Nets working the ball around now. Driving the lane. Good work there as it goes. Russell's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's the teardrop. And that one's good. Maxey. Nets trail by 3. Special K, you've seen Tyrese Halliburton a lot. He's as good as anyone in this league offensively. What does he do best?
I think his best basketball attribute is probably his passing, his vision, the way he can set other people up. But the intangible that makes him, he's a Pied Piper. He is a galvanizer. Guys love being around his energy and the way he plays. So not only does he play with great confidence, I think he infuses in his teammates a joy and a confidence that lifts them up too.
Oubre against Wilson. Pass to Russell. To the inside. Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And slick dish there in the pick and roll. Russell showing his elite feel for the game.
Let's get an update now on Nick Claxton. What's the status, David?
Hey, Kevin. I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Brooklyn, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. This was a team that was struggling a bit, so losing him hurts extra. But they have to cope with the loss. Back to you.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Back to Maxey. A rebound by the Nets. Sharp's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
About 3 seconds between shot and gameplay. Russell, no luck. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. A floater, and he sinks the layup. Maxey's got 14 points for the game.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Embiid is out there with Yabusele. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Lowry. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. Outside Wilson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Martin to take the lead. Rebound by the 76ers. Outside Gordon. Over Wilson. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Gordon's got his first 2 points.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
Back to Wilson. Pass to Beekman. It's stolen by Lowry. And here's Gordon. Stolen by Wilson. Here's Beekman. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
They took what the defense gave them tonight, and that was the mid-range. I mean, very consistent from that part of the floor.
And he knocks down the first one. The Nets making a switch here. Watford's checked in. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Philadelphia. He doesn't get the second one. Clark, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special, special talent in Embiid.
Clock at 6. Outside Wilson. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Grimes with the bucket. And the 76ers lead by 5.
Lowry showing you the veteran smarts there, able to sniff out when the D has overcommitted and taking advantage.
There's the screen. Here's Watford. Rebound by the 76ers. They've led by as many as 11 points. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And they double up Embiid. And the basket is good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Beekman. While recovering. It's up a 3. Clowney, good. Clowney's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
By going cold in that first half, they made things hard on themselves, but they've been warming up since that time.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Oubre passes to Maxey. The 76ers again can't hit it. Nets trail by 4. Inside, and Claxton throws it down.
Orchestrating the offense like a vet. D'Angelo getting everybody involved.
And Philadelphia has possession. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Embiid. Oubre outside. No good on the 3. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Outside, George over Williams. That's good for George on the assist by Oubre.
Hey, when you've got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Russell with the bucket.
Boy, he never seems to get rattled. He's got a very calm, steady demeanor about himself. D'Angelo making it look easy.
George against Williams. George dishes to Embiid. That's not going to drop for him. 5 of 9 with that miss. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. A 2-point game. He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one drops. He ties it up.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much writing.
On the wing. He's guarded by Russell. Johnson with the block. George against Russell. On the wing, Williams. Over Maxey. And it falls over the rim and in. And it's 13 points for Williams.
Terrific imagination, creativity. Russell already one of the league's more intriguing playmakers.
Pass to Embiid. Over Claxton. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. .54 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Doesn't bleed blood, but he bleeds cold blood ice. Russell tearing hearts out down the stretch.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Embiid. Got it.
You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Kicks it out to Johnson from downtown. That one's rebounded by Embiid. And Philadelphia has possession. They've led by as many as 11 points. Over to the left wing. Tries it from 19. It falls.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Russell inside. He's covered by Maxey. It's hauled in by Edwards. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And an intentional foul right there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies. And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
So Philadelphia wins it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Joel, a statement win. What should people know about this team?
You know, we're tough, especially defensively. That's our motto. We want to guard. We want to get stops, and I think we did that pretty well tonight. But, you know, we young. We're learning every day, and we're gonna be really good.
Well, looks like it's coming fast. Appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you for that, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.